Hey, welcome to the very first episode of AdventureQuest, a podcast that revolves around AdventureQuest Worlds and everything AE related. I'm your host, Lankey, and today I got a pretty good show for you guys today. This is a podcast that I wanted to start. I feel that the AdventureQuest Worlds community, especially in the content creation realm on YouTube and Twitter and all that, I feel that we are lacking something like this, a podcast or something along these lines that you can listen to in the background while you play the game and farm for items and grind XP and gold and what have you, even making art. I just feel that this is a good idea and something that I think I'm going to enjoy doing. I hope to have a ton of guests throughout this whole journey of AdventureCast. I want to interview, game devs, community artists, fellow content creators, all that good stuff, and bring you guys the best show that I possibly can. I think that the AdventureQuest Worlds and AE community can seriously benefit from something like this, and I want to be the one to do that. What I plan to do is every week we get releases on Friday, so I want to try to record and upload a video on Friday or Saturday that discusses the release that we received that week and go through the whole week timeline on Twitter to see some work in progress art from the community artists and all the other artists that make art in AdventureQuest Worlds, and maybe talk about some videos and some design note things and just everything that is going on for AdventureQuest Worlds and all the other AE games. Eventually, I would kind of like to have a co-host. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. It's always good to talk to someone else and hear their thoughts and opinions, and it's just easier to have a conversation flow rather than what I'm doing here now is just alone recording. But hey, you got to start out somewhere, so that's what we're going to do. And in today's episode, I got a pretty good episode. There is it's pretty decent stuff we're going to go over. Nothing too crazy, but I don't want to have a very overwhelming first episode. But we're going to start off by looking at the design notes. And the first thing on the design notes is there is a new rare gear set. This is available from your featured gear shop until May 14th. All 12 items in the Immortal Executioner set will be available for adventure coins until May 14th. Then they'll leave the game forever, which I don't buy. I don't think that it's going to leave the game forever. Nothing in this game ever really leaves forever, especially if you can just get them with an item of digital/donated awesomeness, whatever they call them now. There's no way that things ever really go rare. So I don't believe that, but they will be gone until May 14th. So that's that. The set items include Executioner of God's Armor, Mortal Executioner Armor, Calguard Helm, and Hood of Judgment Helms, Wings of Judgment, Final Ending Daggers and Blade, End of the God's Scythe. So that is a pretty cool set. I'm looking at the picture right now, and it's pretty sweet, actually. I'm not too sure who made this set, so I apologize for that, but whoever did, they did a fantastic job. It actually looks really cool. Leaving soon is the Bound Devourer of Gods armor set. This set will be available in your featured gear shop in the game menu until May 14th. I'm looking at a picture of this, and it also looks very, very cool. And again, I don't know who did this set, but they did a fantastic job. The set items include Devourer of God's Armor floating, Bound Devourer of God's Armor standing. That's cool. So you have a floating/standing armor set. That's always cool to see. Fangs and Face of Devourer helms. Bound God's Glory banners, portal, and horns cape. Demise of the Gods polearm and floating weapon pet. I'm always a huge fan of pets that are floating and that are weapons, especially if they're battle pets. That's always pretty coin. In other news, the Adventure Coin bonus ends tonight. Now this is, when I say tonight, don't take that literally. This is from April 30th. Okay, so it is May 1st right now as I'm recording this. So yesterday, the Adventure Coin bonus ended. It says this is your last chance to get 25% more ACs with any Adventure Coin or membership package. Earlier this year, we extended our 2020 holiday AC bonus an extra long time to give everyone a chance to take advantage of it. The 25% more AC bonus ends tonight, being April 30th. It also says our most recent Adventure Coin bonus ends tonight, but several times each year we have bonus Adventure Coin offers, for example, summer, back to school, and during the holidays. Bonus amounts and dates may change from year to year, so keep an eye on the design notes and social media for more news and future bonuses. Sorry about that. Also posted on April 30th, the Queen's Saga Realm of Monsters. That should be pretty cool. I remember the part of the Queen's Saga. It was pretty sweet, actually. So, Return of the Queen of Monsters Saga this weekend. Lore Master Enka has discovered something strange, something that may be connected to the plane of monsters this weekend. Log in and prepare to battle chaos once more as you uncover more about the Queen of Monsters' past and her realm. That should be a pretty interesting piece of lore and backstory for a pretty cool looking character, actually. Kind of excited to see more about that and find out what I can find out from this release. Ever since the Queen of Monsters died, the presence of her minions on lore has diminished, but not in Crown's reach. The woods around Draketh's stronghold are still filled with creatures that have the psychic scent of the Queen. What on earth is a psychic scent? You can smell that? No way. I've never once driven past one of those psychic palm regions and be like, whoa, God, whoa, geez, you smell like you are psychic. How does that smell? What does a psychic smell like? Bad? Good? I have no idea. So whatever that means, they have it. So this is a mystery that begs to be investigated, and you're just the hero to help. Of course you are. You are just the hero to help. We are all the heroes to help. Actually, this weekend, /join Forest Reach to begin your adventure. Has some bullet points here. Capture these trained creatures for Lore Master Enka's investigation. Hunt for information that will lead you to the plane of monsters, and search for the fabled Tome of Monsters. I wonder what that is. That sounds like a very crazy book that I don't think I want to read. And don't miss the rest of the saga's updates. See the full release lineup on AdventureQuest Worlds calendar. We will get more into the calendar later in this episode. You know what? I'm actually going to bring it up right now. I was going to do it later, but I'll just do it now. May 1st. Okay, so log in all month long for new quest rewards and battles in AdventureQuest Worlds. May the 4th seasonal shop or Lore Wars parody. Man, try to say that 5 times. Lore Wars, I can't do it. I'm not even going to try. I look like an idiot. In Zorba and the Bax Palace and our Into the Realm Monster Saga continues. So, May 1st, we have May seasonal set returns. I don't remember what the May seasonal set is, but it's coming back if you didn't get it last time. So, May 4th, May the 4th be with you shop returns. May 7th, Darker Side Challenge Boss. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with the Dark Side class or that whole piece of armor. That sounds pretty cool. Darker Side Challenge Boss. Probably not. You know what? It probably has to do with Star Wars because the whole May the 4th be with you. They're going to make all of May probably Star Wars themed parody, of course, and Darker Side Challenge Boss. That's interesting. I wonder if it's going to be Darth Vader. Watch it be that. I'm calling that. I'm going to put money on that right now. Actually, I bet you it will be. Farming rewards and more. New upgrade bonus pack. May 14th, Into the Realm of Monsters Part 2. May 21st, Into the Realm of Monsters Part 3. And May 28th, Into the Realm of Monsters Part 4. So, that is your calendar of events of May 2021. So that should be kind of fun. Also in the design notes, we have the Regal Farming Rewards. Even the fiercest hero will feel like a king or queen in our newest reward set. I'm going to try to pronounce this the best I can. I don't know where they come up with these names, but it gets kind of annoying. But I'm going to try. The Maldictus Magnum set. That sounds Latin. I don't know what that means or how they come up with that, but that's a mouthful. Battle the monsters in /Forest Reach and /Back Room to get all new drops, then create additional gear in Lore Master Enka's merge shop. And again, they remind you, if you didn't catch it before, that leaving soon, May 14th, the Devourer of Gods rare set and Executioner of Gods rare set will be gone May 14th. They say forever, but I don't think it will be. May 30th, May seasonal set leaves, and May the 4th seasonal sets, events, rares, shop, and seasonal gear will be leaving. So there's that. And we have a daily gift schedule. You can check that out, the calendar, to see all the daily gifts. And if we scroll down more, they just remind you that the AC bonus ends Friday. They have been pushing this so much recently. I've noticed every time I check the design notes, I checked the other day and I just scrolled down and there was at least like 3 posts of the same thing, just nailing into your head that the AC bonus is leaving, or here, have more ACs. It's like they are really guerrilla marketing these ACs, and it's getting kind of crazy. It's getting a little overwhelming, and I think they kind of need to cool it because people get it. I don't know. To me, I feel like if you push something so hard and try to get people to buy your product, in this case ACs, maybe reminding them once or twice, that's fine. But like if you constantly keep doing it, they're just gonna get so annoyed with it that they're just not gonna do it. They just forget it. You know what I mean? But I mean, some people probably won't. Some people will take advantage of it, and that's fine. But the way they do it is so like invasive and so in your face. When you log into AdventureQuest Worlds, in the main screen, there is at least 7 different places where it'll tell you to buy ACs. It's like, come on, man, I get it. Like, pretty crazy. And then they continue to talk about 50,000 ACs as being their largest AC pack. For a limited time, get 50,000 ACs. That is a 10,000 AC bonus when you buy the 40,000 ACs for $100, $99.95. Just say it's like 100 and some change. Just you don't need to tell me it's $99.95. It's already a crazy amount. You'll also be able to unlock your choice of upgrade 15 times rep gold class points, and XP server boost, and a new mythic item of digital awesomeness. And then they continue to talk about the how to claim your prize and all that. And if we scroll down more on April 26th, server performance and bug fixes. What is the server test server? This is an updated version of the regular live AQW servers with some performance and bug fixes. This is not the new quote-unquote AQW mobile server, so do not get that confused. This is just a test server so they can work out some bugs just in the normal game, just to make the quality of life better. It has nothing to do with AQW mobile. They're not trying to test out servers. So before rolling out changes to the live servers on Friday, we need to make sure that there are no mysterious bugs or side effects to the code changes. Okay, so it tells you here, if you want to help, you can log into the server test server and just play the game like normal. If you have any strange problems or bugs, keep a note of them, then log out and log into one of the regular live servers and try the exact same actions again. If the problem bug is only on the test servers, please report the bug to the bugs site. So that's pretty easy instructions. That is not hard to do. And if you encounter any bugs, give it a shot. Try it out. Let them know so they can fix it. Brief list of changes. Here are some of the things that they have changed. Let's see what we got here. Better warning messages when guild, party, and friend actions fail. Buying items that are higher than your character level are blocked. Oh, that's interesting. Item drops from monsters will now have enhancement level equal to your character level. Unless the item is higher than your character level, it will not be enhanced. If you try to go to a player's house that does not exist and you already own a home, you will get a warning message instead of going to the buy house map. Oh, see, that's great. I hated when that happened. Removed an old process that would often lag the entire system every 15 minutes. Somehow they need to figure out how to make the whole game stop lagging. I get it. It's like it's Flash and now it's dead and it's outdated, but they future-proofed it, which is good. But I get that they have so many things on this game and it's all Flash-based art, so it's all like getting crazy and it lags, and it kind of always has. That'd be so sick if someone or them, they could figure out a way to completely take that out of the equation so it wouldn't lag at all. If you log into another game server, this server will show a warning message instead of kick, or I'm going to reread that because there was a typo here and it kind of messed me up. If you log into another game server, this server will show a warning message instead of kick for some actions like quest turn-in, equip gear, and more improvements in this area will be coming soon. Faster server reboot time and many other behind-the-scenes performance and bug fixes. What are those? I don't know. We just have to take their word for it. April 24th, again, they're telling you that you can get 25% more ACs. I'm just going to scroll past that. April 23rd, last day, get 40% more ACs. Here we go. And that is it for the design notes. I'm going to start moving on to Twitter and see what's going on in the AQW Twitterverse, see if there's anything interesting. Now, I stumbled upon this tweet by a player named Titus, and he's saying that AQW is carried by artists. I've never seen a game more focused on art than actual gameplay than AQW. Does anyone play COD to collect pretty skins? No. Does anyone play GTA for the sole purpose of getting cool clothes? No. Does anyone play 2K or anything else for art? No. I agree with that. He has more that I'm going to read the rest and then I'll talk about what I think about it. It's gotten so boring after years of the same thing, and I want to see a change. The community is losing interest because of these reasons. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. He had a typo. Sorry. It's cool to see the great art in this community, but we're tired of the only thing we look for on Friday is new art. I'm not mad or anything, but I just wanted to rant because I played this game for 11 years and myself and the community in general are losing interest because we're not given anything new to keep us interested. Same thing every week for 11 years. Something needs to change or else AE will lose their community. I've been a long-time player for 11 years and I'm probably one of AQW's top biggest spenders. I hope my thoughts can be heard. And then he adds Alina, Artix Entertainment, and Artix himself. So, my thoughts on this, I've thought the same thing for a very long time, and I'm currently in the process of making a video. When I say process, it is a process. I'm making to kind of sum it up, I want it to be about like a 40-minute video. It's like, think of it like a mini documentary, kind of talking about how AQW is slowly dying and the direction that I think it's headed and where I think it'll end up. And maybe how we, the community, can fix it and bring it back to life to preserve the game that we all grew up playing that we really enjoy still. It's along those lines, and I've been working on it for quite some time now. The reason it takes me a long time to upload any videos in general, it takes me a long time. That's just me being me, and that's just my process of creating. I take a lot of pride in the things that I make, especially when it comes to like video and things of that creative outlet. I don't know. It's a blessing and a curse. It's good because it makes me challenge myself and try to do better in the next video, but it's also a curse because I don't upload frequently and I don't consistently upload, which is kind of key to like people viewing your videos, but I don't care about that. I just enjoy to make videos and put them out. And I have them on my channel for my own personal reasons, just to go back and look to see where the journey started and eventually where it's going to end. And who knows when that'll be or where it's going to end. I have no idea, but I take a long time because like this player Titus said, that there's nothing to keep us interested. It's hard for me to make a video, and I'm sure it's like this for other people. I could be wrong, or even artists. It's hard to create something when there's nothing to give you that fuel, that fire in your heart to want to make whatever it is you're making. It's hard to make a video when there's nothing there that's interesting to me. There's nothing that I feel I should put effort into making a video. Like I don't enjoy what I'm seeing, so why would I try to make a video? It's hard when that happens because I like making videos and I like doing that kind of stuff. So if I see something in the game that was released that I'm like, that is so cool, I had so much fun, but I'm gonna make a, you know what? I'm gonna make a video right now on it. You know, it that does happen, and it's rare nowadays, which is sad. Back when I used to play the game, I used to get excited almost every release. They were cool, they were fun, they were unique, but now it's just, they're not fun. They feel very lackluster, and they feel, I don't know how to explain it. That's how I feel. And apparently that's how Titus feels, that it's just art. And yes, art is a great thing. Art is a thing that we should cherish. It is so important. But you know, I want to look forward to a release. I want to look forward to a story. I don't want to look forward to just every single day when they do the daily drops. Like I don't care for those because it looks like they just put something out just to put it out. Like rather than they're trying to get quantity over quality, which is something that all people that create things suffer from. You eventually do that and you just step back and be like, dude, what am I doing? The reason I make videos is for fun, and that's the reason I take so long to put out videos because I try to make each and every video the best video I could possibly make. I always try to one-up myself every time, every single video. Sometimes I'll edit a whole entire video, which takes hours and hours. I'm up nights and just on my days off, just restlessly tired editing when I do eventually make a video that sometimes I'll just delete the whole thing and be like, that sucked. That video was not good. And then I try to one-up myself. And that's why it takes forever. And I don't care if I make a video. Like, I'm currently making also a video on the Head of the Legion Beast helm. And that event has come and gone. And I'm still editing it. And I'm still going to release it. Even though it's, you know, people have it now and it's not like the big talk of the town anymore, but I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to release it because I'm proud of it. I take pride in the videos that I make. I say, I'm happy with this video. I'm going to release it. I don't care how many likes or dislikes or comments or even views it gets. I leave them there. They're for my own viewing and I'm just proud of them. So I would release it no matter what. But yeah, it's a hard thing to be excited for something when you know that what you're going to see is just going to make you not excited, kind of a letdown. And it's not that the artists aren't bad. The artists are very talented. They are very skilled at their craft. No way I could even do that. I can draw, but I wouldn't even call myself good. So we need artists in this world. And I don't know. I agree with Titus here, that, you know, the game needs more. And another thing I feel, to continue on this rant here, to kind of bounce off of Titus, is that I feel that if they were to take a step back and release not every single week, because they've been doing that for like 15 years or something like that, however long it's been around. They've been doing that for such a long time that no one's ever going to take that away from them. You did it. Like, you've done that for so long. No one's going to beat that. Like, no one's going to take that away from you. Just take a step back and stop releasing every single week, because especially for all those games that you have and all those different projects that you're doing, it makes it so hard to control all that. You know what I mean? That's like me making a video and then I have 5 other channels and they all upload on the same day. I'm going to go crazy to keep up with that, especially if I did it for as long as they've been releasing. I would go insane. I would probably check myself into a cuckoo's nest, because I would lose my mind. So I think they should step back and take time in between each release. I would rather wait a substantial amount of time knowing that what I'm going to receive at the end is amazing, and what I'm going to receive at the end is worth it, and it's worth my money. It's worth it for me to want to support their business and their game if what I'm getting in return is something that I will enjoy and that I will want to go back and keep replaying, rather than every single week just have a release. That is so... I remember releases used to feel like, when they didn't have so much on their plate, AE, they used to release a release every Friday, and it felt like they would take forever to do the whole release. But now I can complete a release in like 10 or 15 minutes, and then it's just recycled content. Like some of the like the armors and the daily drops, especially, just recolors of other armors, and it just feels recycled. It's just the same mundane task of those releases. It's just kill these monsters right here in this room, kill like 10 each, go to the next room for the next quest, click these floating arrows, come back, kill more monsters, go to the next room, kill the boss, and you're done. Like, it's the same thing. I feel like I'm on a never-ending conveyor belt, and I totally get where Titus is coming from, and I totally feel the same way. And hopefully I'm actually going to follow Titus right now, because I really agree with him on that. So hopefully they can fix that, and we can kind of steer it in a better direction. So that's all I have to say to Titus. Dang, Titus, you made me go off on kind of a little tangent there. So in other news, some happy news here. Crab just hit 2K on Twitter. That was tweeted April 27th. It's May 1st right now. So congratulations, Crab. Crab is an AQW guest artist. I've been following him for a little bit of time now. He's commented on my videos, subscribed to my main YouTube channel, Lankey AQW. He's a pretty cool guy. I've talked to him a couple times and had some interactions with him, and he's super cool. Definitely, if you're not following Crab, follow him. He's also a very talented artist who has some art in the game. So congratulations, Crab, on 2K followers on Twitter. And in more congratulations on YouTube, this is an AQW 3D YouTuber, Gold Raven. I've watched his videos and followed him on Twitter for quite some time. I don't even play AQ 3D, but I've watched his videos, and he's got it, man. He's really good. He just does something, and he's got something that makes his videos enjoyable, and they want you to keep coming back and watching them. He got 25K subs. It says, "Thanks. Appreciate all the support I've gotten over the years. I hope to continue helping the community any way I can. Thanks again." And he shows a picture of his subscriber count, and that is so cool. Even Corey told him, congrats on 25K. So that's really awesome. He's like how Corey is basically the number one AQW YouTuber. Gold Raven, from my knowledge, I don't know many AQ3D YouTubers at all because I don't play the game. But he is basically like the Corey of AQ3D in leadership wise. So his stuff's good. If you guys play AQ3D or you play AQW and you just want to check out a different kind of channel from a totally different game, definitely check out Gold Raven. He's very good, and I really enjoy his videos. So next up on Twitter, we have a tweet from Kataro. Now, this tweet was from April 8th. And the reason I bring this up is because he is holding a contest. I'll read what he says. He says, "Hey everyone, would just like to announce an art contest. The theme is Kataro. The prizes are for first place 10K Artix points, second place 5K Artix points, third place 2K Artix points. And the reason I bring it up is because the contest ends on May 4th, 2021. So that's in 3 or 4 days. So if you haven't done it yet and you can pump out a nice art piece, maybe you can win some ACs. I've seen some of the submissions on Twitter, and they are so good. Man, people are talented. Even people that aren't artists for the game that just happen to do art and are very, very artistically inclined and talented are putting in some submissions, and they're so good. So if you guys haven't done that, or you just want to go check out some submissions, check out that contest. And on May 4th, that's when the contest ends. So check out those submissions, and maybe we'll see who the winner is. We got a tweet from Dage the Evil. It says, "Sneak peek of Death's bow. It fires skulls, and the quiver is Death's lantern." This is for AQ3D. That's, you know what? That just made me think that's another reason AdventureQuest Worlds, I think. So I'm going to go back real quick. I'm going to backtrack, rewind to Titus's tweet. One last thing. The reason I think that AdventureQuest Worlds is also kind of steering in a weird direction, in a bad way in my opinion, is all their artists are on AQ3D now. So it's like we're not getting all that crazy good content because all the other artists are working on a different game and rarely show their face on AQW. Like Dage. Like, he doesn't always make AQW art and items and content like he did. So like when we get one from Dage, it's so exciting, but he's mainly on AQ3D, and it's no fault of his own. I applaud him. That's awesome that he's working on 3D modeling and 3D art for this 3D game. That's so cool. I encourage it. More power to him. But I think that's also why AQW is kind of headed in that weird direction. Okay, enough of that. I passed it. I even went back. We're moving on. Next up on Twitter, Lay asked people to ask him some questions because he was bored. And someone said, "Will you be making a Hollowborn kind of thing class in the future?" And he quote tweeted it and said, "Yes." So I don't know when that's happening, but if you've ever wanted a Hollowborn class or something along those lines, he said yeah. So maybe that'll come in game, and who knows when. Someone also asked another question saying, it's a similar question. It says, "Are you planning to have a class in AQW for Hollowborn rep?" He quote tweeted, said, "Once we have a proper story in game for Lay and all of that, we can think about making a class. That's pretty cool. I wonder what the Hollowborn class would consist of and how that would be, because Hollowborn's pretty cool. I like the art style. I think it's very villainous looking and mysterious and very badass, if you ask me. So that will probably be really cool if that ever does happen. Another tweet that caught my eye here on the Twitter machine is from Glyssel from April 27th. She got to interview Blaze AQ3D about the new item infusion feature coming in this week's release. Read what he had to say about the concept and creation of this exciting new feature. Now, Blaze is a game designer for AdventureQuest 3D. So that's pretty cool that there's an interview you guys can check out on aq3d.com. Just because I'm curious, and if you guys don't want to go and read the whole thing, I'm going to try to kind of sum up what this interview was about. It started off with Glyssel asking Blaze a little bit about himself and how long he's been working for Artix Entertainment and what he does. And he replied saying that his name is Blaze and he is a game designer here at Artix Entertainment. He joined about 10 months ago. He does a lot of programming on the back end and a lot of game design. I help a lot in the class department. I also do a lot of system design. I was responsible for adding power offsets, ranks to 100, item infusion, and worked a lot with capstones as well. And of course, I designed Big Bad Blaze. I don't know who Big Bad Blaze is. I'm assuming it's a monster or a boss in AdventureQuest 3D. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's pretty cool. She continues to tell him that they are going to talk about the item infusion, and she said to him that she doesn't know if he knew this, but item fusion was what we originally had in mind in AQ3D Kickstarter, when you can combine a cosmetic with a stat item or a lower stat item with a higher stat item to keep the better stats. Wow, that was I can't believe I read that right the first time. That was cool. Sorry. But that became our current build, where you can just equip a cosmetic over a stat item instead. And then he continues to say that he didn't know about that, and he thinks it's kind of funny that he came up with that totally independent of what they had. He goes on to say that the goal of the item infusion is to give players something to do at endgame and reward them for logging in every day and really staying dedicated to the game. This is for the hardcore players who want better stats. Now they are able to do that with item infusion. Glyssel then says she wants to go into details and saying in PTR, there was a level requirement of 35 to access this feature from Cicero's shop. Is this level requirement staying? Can you see the option to infuse your weapon at Cicero's shop if you're below that level? And Blaze then says it is not staying. It was doing that so we could test. It is a system that you can infuse at any level you want. So if you're level 10 and you want better stats, you can do that. The system is an upgrade of the power offset system that I created a while ago. Some people are confused by the plus on an item. It increases powers of items when they drop from NPCs. So a level 15 item would have a certain power of like 100. Let's just say that. If you were almost level 16 and killed a monster at level 15, it would drop an item at the power of almost 16. So it would level with you. So that's what those pluses were. Those are staying, but you can now use the infusion system to top it off. It basically gives the players a little more control. Glyssel then gets a little curious and wants to know what are the materials for this and how do we get them. Blaze then says there are two different classes of items. Items that are not endgame and items that are. Items that aren't, you just need the item in gold. For endgame, you are going to need inert runes, capstones, gold, and the items. You are going to be able to get inert runes through completing your daily tasks. You get capstones through going over your max level, and you get gold by, well, how you normally get gold. So then you're going to take the inert runes, capstones, and gold to Maximus. There you can smash them all into infusion runes. Then you are going to be able to use those infusion runes in the new infusion UI, which is also on Maximus. You just select the item and hit infuse. Boom! That easy. That is a pretty cool system, actually. I think that's awesome. I might play a little bit of AQ3D, just like check out this kind of stuff, because it's interesting to me. It's like a whole new game. I remember playing when they first released it in like the beta. I tested it out and it was cool, but I just never stuck with it. So this begs the question, is Maximus going to replace Cicero, and is he going to be in the same area as Cicero? And Blaze thinks he is in the same area, and according to what I was told, he is going to be wearing the best in slot set. Confirmed. So that's pretty cool. This also begs a question that, is this meant to be a quick shortcut to getting more powerful items? And no, not even a little bit. This is the grindiest of all grinds. This is for like those hardcore players I was talking about earlier. This is not going to be a short process, but if you do make the trek all the way to plus 20, the max, you can truly claim to be the most powerful person in the game. So that's pretty cool. That gives them a end game goal to the whole thing. So I'm gonna stop reading it there. It's a little bit longer. There's a lot to read, but you know, I'll let you guys continue reading that somewhere if you want to. So that's pretty cool. So for all you AQ3D players, Item Infusion sounds pretty sweet. For all you Dragon Fable players, this week's release is live. For this week's reimagined release, we return to the Dravir settlement of Haven. With the Rose and a flock of dragons both bearing down on Haven, it is time to prepare for war. So you guys got a war going on in Dragon Fable. I hope you guys resolve that, because wars are fun. Okay, and next up on our tweet list is from Darkon. Legion Priest for AQ3D. The black areas of the armor will be cut out later. Okay, so there's a picture that Darkon posted with the Legion Priest, and it looks so cool. I want to play AQ3D just so I can get that, man. AQ3D, the 3D items just look cool. Like when you have an item in AQW, it looks pretty cool, pretty awesome, because that whole art style. But then when they translate to 3D, it just looks so sick. I'm noticing that the helm with under the hood, the face plate, looks a lot like the Thanatos helm. Very just expressionless and sinister. It looks awesome. On April 29th, J6 tweeted that tomorrow would be April 30th, is the last day to bid on this lovely legume after it is finding its new home to the highest bidder, assuming gas prices don't double overnight. So basically J6 is doing what a lot of artists are doing, and they are making NFTs. Now, NFTs are non-fungible tokens that you buy with cryptocurrency. I believe that is correct. See, I don't know much about NFTs or crypto. I have no real knowledge of that, so that's as far as I know. It's just basically what it means. If any of you guys know anything about crypto, please fill me in, because I think it's very interesting. I'm trying to learn more about it. So if we go here to the OpenSea page, where I guess you can sell NFTs, and NFTs are becoming so popular with artists now after Beeple did the whole NFT theme and became very successful, extremely successful from his everydays, and turning them into NFTs. He made so much money. So basically, I'm on the OpenSea page and I'm kind of looking at it and just looking at the basic info that's available about it. It has details that says, a peanut imbued with incredible power, the owner of this nut will help decide the fate of thousands of players in AdventureQuest Worlds' new story, J6's Saga. Why can I not pronounce that right now? Here we go. J6's Saga Part 2, The Return. So there you go. It is a choose-your-own-adventure experience where every choice is decided by a different person, and every choice affects everyone else. Own this nut and be the first to choose which path to take. Instructions revealed in the unlockable content section. That's pretty cool. So, wow, that's interesting. So J6's Saga is returning. That's really cool. Properties, it is the epic rarity. Stats, it is a 1 of 1. It tells you about J6. He's the lead artist for AdventureQuest Worlds, and the chain info. Now, like I said, I know nothing about crypto, but I do know that it's all based on a blockchain, like a record, and there's different types of crypto. Like, it says that the blockchain for this item was Ethereum. That is the crypto that they use. So there's like Ethereum, there's Link, there's Chainlink, there's Bitcoin. You know, all those are different types of crypto, and that's really all I know about it. I definitely want to learn more about crypto. And then they have trading history here, and I don't know much about this or what it means, but some people are trading it with crypto. So basically it's like eBay for NFTs, I'm guessing. So that's pretty cool. So I hope J6 does very well on that, because he's a very cool artist and it's a cool golden peanut, and this image looks really, really cool. Speaking of non-fungible tokens, Dage also did an NFT that has sold, actually. It's one of his famous Artix pieces. He sold it as an NFT, and then next week the second edition will be up for sale as well. I'm going to go to the OpenSea page and look more into this right here. So the stats, it's a 1 of 20. Okay. And the description says the mighty paladin himself, Artix, charging in to slay the forces of the undead. Okay. Levels. It is rarity. It says 1 of 5. See, I'm not so familiar with this stuff. Chain info also used Ethereum on the blockchain. So that's pretty cool. And this person, the Great Neos, owns it. And I think that person also owned the Golden Legume from J6. Yeah, he does. I kind of want to get into trading with crypto and stuff like that. It's so interesting. If you guys have any tips on crypto or can really explain it to me or lead me in the right direction so I can learn about it, that'd be pretty cool. This next tweet I had to look up because I didn't really understand it. I had to look it up, and it seems like an in-game currency, like kind of cryptocurrency thing. The Sky tweeted, there is currently an issue with purchasing Artix points with Razor Gold /Rixd. AER, just an FYI in case you experience difficulties. So I didn't know what Razor Gold was, and I looked it up, and Razer, the gaming computer company, Razer Gold is the unified virtual credit card for gamers worldwide. Use Razer Gold in over 34,000 games and entertainment apps to purchase in-game items and unlock exclusive content. Get more bang for your buck with exclusive promotions and get rewarded with Razer Silver, the loyalty reward program for gamers. That's so interesting. So basically, like it said, it's a virtual credit card. I guess you load up with quote unquote like Razer Gold, like this kind of currency, and you can buy games and all that. So I went to Razer's website to look more into the Razer Gold, and they have a bunch of things. Like it says Razer Gold, get more of what you love, purchase Razer Gold and enjoy the gaming deals and promotions. And you can sign into this thing called Reload, where I guess it just reloads the card. And I see what she mentioned, the Rixd and Razer Gold and stuff like that. And I looked at on the Razer Gold front page, you can search games. There's a ton of games. So I typed in AdventureQuest Worlds, and it's there. AdventureQuest Worlds is on the Razer Gold website of games that use this. So that's pretty interesting. I'd have to look more into that because, like I said, I don't know much about it, but I can't really give you all that much information if I don't know what it is. So again, if you guys know anything about that, let me know in the comments. I'd like to look more into that. Coming up on our last tweets that I'm going to talk about today is Artix tweeted, hey guys, AdventureQuest 3D is just waiting on some approvals. Healer class, level cap race at 35, new Sandsea story, and item infusion is ready to rumble. Cross your fingers for tomorrow. That was tweeted April 28th. And then he had a follow-up tweet. A follow-up tweet on April 29th saying, AdventureQuest 3D news, the Sandsea Saga, Healer class, level 35 raise, and item infusion is ready to rock. But we have some emergency fixes before the new game client can be approved for release on all platforms. We are working around the clock on it. We'll keep you updated. So all that stuff in the previous tweet got approved, and they are ready to roll. And the picture's pretty funny. It shows in Sandsea like a desert, and there's a little Sandsea like type boat that goes kind of swims on the sand, and there's a big like Loch Ness monster like sand version of that kind of poking out, and it says we're gonna need a bigger sand skiff. Haha, a Jaws pun right there. They're just full of puns. So that is all the news that I have for AdventureQuest Worlds and AdventureQuest 3D and all that. I went through all the interesting tweets that I could find. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this wasn't boring or just you didn't like it. I don't know. I just want to try something different and do something that, from my knowledge, that I couldn't find any other podcast for AdventureQuest World. So to my knowledge, this is the only one. I know Rags had one, but he doesn't do YouTube anymore, or at least AdventureQuest World's content. So that's kind of gone. He had a podcast called Rags Cast. And that was the only one that I knew about. But now that's gone. I believe this is currently the only one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I wasn't boring or annoying. I had a couple mess ups there when I was talking. It's actually kind of hard to constantly keep the podcast like entertaining and not just silence, and it's kind of hard. But I'll get better at it as time goes on, and I think it was a good first episode, a good trial run to see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to follow the AdventureQuest Twitter page, I forgot to mention that when I was reading all these tweets. You can follow AdventureQuest on Twitter at AC Live Podcast if you guys want to, and you can also follow my main Twitter at Lankey AQW to keep in touch with me and all things AdventureQuest Worlds related, I guess, and YouTube and stuff like that. I'm going to try to, well, first off, I'm going to release this on YouTube, and I'm going to try to look into how to release podcasts on like Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Podcast Addict and Anchor and like all those different podcast services, hosting services. I'm going to see about how to do that properly. So for now, it's going to be on YouTube. You guys can listen to it that way. But in the future, and I will update you when that happens, I will try to upload it to those other podcast hosting services. So that's it, guys. That has been AdventureQuest. I will see you guys next week with another episode. You guys can hear me talk a bunch again, and who knows what that episode will have. Each week is going to be an unpredictable episode, and hopefully I can get some guests soon. I'm going to start reaching out to people to see if they want to be on the show and interviewed and stuff like that, and maybe I can find a co-host. That'd be pretty cool. I'm on the hunt for a co-host. How about that? Hashtag Lankey's co-host. Hashtag AdventureQuest co-host. Application. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all for listening, and I will see you next week with episode 2 of AdventureQuest. Peace.